Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together for Steve Elliott, who's going to do the first speech.
Hello. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Right, to start off, thank you all so much for coming to help make this a wonderful day for us and for Charlotte and Troy. And it's a privilege to be here talking to you today. We've really enjoyed it, I hope you have. Let's hope you enjoy the rest. I'm Steve, by the way. and I am standing before someone comes out. But thinking about this, there are pivotal times in your life, more than just achieving certain things. It seems like getting married, having children, and then grandchildren arrive. And then, for me, this sort of takes the biscuit as well, with giving away your daughter. It looks absolutely sensational. When I saw Char earlier on, I was absolutely spellbound. I just couldn't believe it. She looks so beautiful. But she hasn't always been like that. She's famous for being extremely messy. And not anymore, no. But that's because you're working hard too. But when she was really young, we used to have to strip her to feed her because she was so messy. And we thought, better not carry on with that tradition. It'd be a bit awkward for a wedding breakfast. Another time, when she did her Duke of Edinburgh Awards, and she went native for a week or 10 days with a few like-minded individuals, and we had to go and pick her up. They live like natives. And the smell in the car was unbelievable. Anyway, just to a few things about Charlotte which made us realise what sort of girl she is. When she was tiny, she entered a pram with a dolly race, and they're all little tiny children. And they were milling around, and then the whistle went, and they went shooting off up the field, and they're all over the place. But out of the midst of it came Charlotte charging with her way into the lead. I thought, can't believe it, because like a rocket there. But a little girl at the back, her dolly dropped out of the pram, and Charlotte stopped and went back. Looking at her, keep going, like you're winning something. And she went all the way back, helped the little girl, picked the doll out, and then guided her to the finishing line in about 10th place. So that's another time. So this is the start of Charlotte's career in teaching or helping or caring, and that's what she's done all her life. And she's been brilliant at it, and she's never been out of work, and she always gets jobs easily. And I admire her for that sort of mindset. Another example would be the time when we went to a charity football match once. We were all at one end, and the young lad fell over and got injured. I think he broke his shoulder, didn't he, or something like that. And then Charlotte jumped up, run the whole length of the pitch, and went down to tenting. I don't know what the motivation was. 22 hunks playing football, or their caring nature. I think it's the latter, to be honest. The poor guy was in shock. I'm not surprised with Charlotte charging him down 50 miles an hour, but she stayed with him until the ambulance arrived and took him away. And that's when it dawned on us what sort of person she was. And we love her very much for it. And she's had her setbacks, we know, but she always bounces back, and I actually admire her for the way she got through a lot of her bits and pieces over the years, so I definitely admire her. And you're an attractive personality, everyone loves you, so I don't know how you do it, but oh, I did have a line about that. Yeah. We had all the girls round last night, and drinking, and they weren't too bad, well behaved, but no casualties apart from Polly, who managed to smash her toothbrush apart. I don't know how she did it. And that's where it comes in. As Terry Thomas would say, oh, hard cheese. Anyways, I've got to talk about Troy. So it was about a year ago, and I think I was settling down to watch Strictly Come Dancing, so I didn't have to go out. This is lovely, lovely, lovely. And the front doorbell rang. So I went to the front door, and there's, as I know now, Troy. This person hopping from foot to foot, looking nervous. I go, hi, I'm Troy. Look, what's going on? But anyway, this guy, looking like a cross between Brad Pitt and the Duracell Bunny, he came in, and to be perfectly honest, this guy didn't take long for him to be nice with us, and we just now love him to bits. And this is one of the best things that could happen now with Troy and Charlotte together. So we're extremely pleased with that. Now, he's got amazing sense of humour, Troy, and we love him to bits. And of course, comes with the family as well. We've had the pleasure of meeting a lot of the family, and there's a lot here. We're so happy you're here as well. And there's an added bonus with Hunter. Absolutely smashing with Hunter. Yeah. Thumbs up. Anyway, what all that boils down to is that we're absolutely comfortable and happy with Troy and Charlotte being together. This is a great day for us. Now, I think, I don't see what else Now, traditionally, it should be for me to impart some words of wisdom to the happy couple. And I struggled with this. I tried to think of stuff. Neither a borrower or lender be. Comes to mind, or don't go to town in brown. Shout out for David Woodrow there. But when I was getting married, a manager of mine at work told me one thing. He said, whatever happens, and it will happen because you just can't help it, it's human nature. You have arguments and what have you. Sleep on it. When you go to work the next morning, don't just go off to work. Make some kind of reconciliation before you go. And somehow that's kind of worked for us, hasn't it, love? Yes, it has worked for us. But we're in our 34th year of marriage now, so Something must be working. And I'm going to shut up there because there's other people to talk to you about Troy and his happy couple. And what else? So I'd like you to charge your glasses. That's one for Mandy. And stand. Stand if you can. So we can wish this fine young couple a long and happy marriage. So I'll give you Charlotte and Troy.
That was great, Steve. Now we have Ray would like to say a few words. Troy's granddad. Where's Ray? Let's have an applause here.
I don't know if you know Troy's background with Linda and myself. We brought him up. Is that right? I'm not used to this. I don't know if you're aware, but we brought Troy up from a very young age. Seems to be some dispute when we actually started with him, but he was very young. And when he left school, he wasn't the best of pupils, to say the least. And Linda and I wondered what we were going to do with him. He, first of all, the first thing he went into was to get an MVQ in old people care, because our families tended to do that. And we took him to Westcliff night and morning for 2 years, and at the end of it all, he said, "Grandad, I've just got my qualifications, and I'm not going to do the job." so then I said to Linda, "Well, so what are we going to do with Troy?" In the meantime, I had taught him to drive, and he did a few other bits and pieces in between. He worked for my company, not my company, Curry's. He worked out where I worked for a couple of years. But anyway, in the end, doing my job, I do speak to a lot of people, a lot of transport managers and lorry drivers, and it soon became pretty clear there was a massive shortage of both of those. So having taught Troy to drive, I suggested to him that he had a look at truck driving, which he eventually did. And now he's, with the lack of education, I'll say it was not easy. but given his credit, he's been very, very dedicated to his job. He's dedicated to his job, he's worked very hard, and now he's put himself in a very nice financial position regarding a Class 1 truck driver. So I think I really admire him for that, especially considering that he did bugger all at school, basically. But he was, as I say, he's dedicated himself to this job, and from a financial point of view, he put himself into a very strong, really good, strong position. I've spoken to a lot of transport managers, and listening to what that job consists of doesn't suit Troy at all. He needs to be out, free and easy, out on the road, doing his own thing, which, as I say, he does extremely well. All I really want to say now is congratulations to both of you. I wish you a long and happy life together, and all the best.
And now, for the man of the moment, Troy Diggory is going to do a speech. Yay!
Buttons. Oh, hello. There we go. No? Do something, huh? It's all tight. No. Wrong page. Wrong page. Where is it? But you have to bear with me. I am not used to this. I just want to make sure all your glasses are full because I will be doing toast today, and I'll try and do my best. But sorry. Sorry. So no. Well, the best thing and the final thing, not final. The one thing I've been looking forward to say the most is, on behalf of my beautiful wife and I've been wanting to say that for so long. And obviously, we want to thank you all so much for coming. It really does mean a lot to see so many close friends and family being here. And there is a few people that couldn't be here today. And I don't want to get into it, but if we could all please just stand or raise a glass if you can. And one of those people is my dad. He would have absolutely loved Charlotte because they never got to meet, but I know he's up there. He's made a wonderful day of it, I'm sure he has. And if you could all raise a glass to absent family and friends, it'd be amazing. You can sit down. So now I'll go on to the parents, because obviously without them, wouldn't be here today. So this goes out to everyone. If I don't mention you, all my family, you mean so much to me. But Nan, Granddad, Mum, I'm really struggling, sorry. For 27 years, I know I've not made it easy, but I honestly feel that with all your love and support and guidance, because I know that I'm not confident in myself and I always put myself down, I actually finally feel now that I've found the woman of my dreams. And I just want to thank you so much, because without you all and my family, I wouldn't be the man I am today. And I'm truly grateful for all of your love, support, everything. It means so much. And now, also on to my new mother and father-in-law, Steve and Lucy. With all your generosity and love, you've made me feel so welcome into the family. I can't tell you how much you've made me feel so comfortable and everything. You are truly, honestly amazing people. And you've raised such an amazing, beautiful, hard-working, caring daughter. All down to you. You've honestly made and raised such a beautiful daughter, and I am so proud, privileged to call her my wife. I love her so much, and I promise you, I want to give you this promise that I will give her the best life I can, do the best I can. I just love her so much. I'm really mussing this up, I'm so sorry. But can we all please raise a glass to the parents? Also, I'd like to take a moment to thank my groomsmen, my best man. Thank you for standing by me today. It really does mean a lot, and your friendship throughout everything is just... It's been so-so, but honestly, you mean so much to me. And Mike, I've known you for God knows how long now. 15 years, is it? 15 plus years. I wouldn't have anyone else as my best man. I'm sorry to put you in the position you're in, but you have to just get over that. I love you so much, and I know I can come to you about anything, and you just, thank you so much. And with George, I know I put a lot on you, but with George and the stag, you ruined me. You just did, but it was perfect, and it was great, and thank you so much. But also, can I just say, the bridesmaids look absolutely stunning today. They look absolutely beautiful. I want to thank you so much for being there for Charlotte today. I know you've made her day so easy to get along, and her nerves, and you honestly, you all look stunning. And just thank you so much. So can we please all get a massive toast, round of applause to the bridesmaids. I want to now go on. Actually, no, I don't. Also, with the, I'm really ruining this, but with the whole of Games Park, I think we can all agree it looks stunning, and they've done such an amazing job. I want to say thank you so much to you all. Honestly, you've made it so outstanding. So thank you so much. Can we? I just want to do this. A massive round of applause for the stars of the show. The Page Boy, my son Hunter. And our beautiful flower girl, Dorothy. So, now onto my beautiful wife. Now, I would like to say we met eyes locked, and we just knew, but it wasn't. We went on a night out in Chelmsford, and I'd rarely go there. But hey ho, went on out in Chelmsford. It was at a little place called the Slug and Lettuce with my mates, and I thought, yeah, had a good time. Went and got a drink, come back down. Charlotte then appeared, and I was like, "Who's that?" And I will say, I quote myself. I did say, "Who is that absolute rocket?" And I did say to my mates, and I think about it now, I don't know if it's good or bad, but I did say, she's not fat, she's not thin, she's just perfect. And we was there for, felt like forever, but I didn't say anything to her, didn't say no words, just was like that, just staring. I was like, right, I need to find out who this girl is. So asking people, who's that? And like, Charlotte. I was like, oh, she's single. Yeah. I was like, well, she won't look at me anyway. I've got loads of encouragement, we moved on, and someone finally said, you can grow some balls and talk to her? Yeah, okay. So, what did I do? I took myself to the bathroom, looked in the mirror, I went, why don't you start with the nose piercing? Just got a nose piercing, she's got a nose piercing, it'll be great. Luckily I didn't do that. I just went to her, started talking, and it just flowed, and it just, time went on, and she's just so perfect in every single way. Then with the holiday, when I was like, I'm going to go propose to her, it was a bit tricky because I said to her, why don't we go for a walk that way? Because I wanted to do it on the beach and everything. Nah, I don't want to go for a walk. I want to go over that way. I went, oh, we're really putting him in a position here. But I finally managed to get her to go where I wanted her, and it was just, I knew what I wanted. She's just the most amazing, hard-working, caring person I know. And with everything you do, even when you say to me, when I go to work, be safe, drive carefully, without fail, you say that every single time. And I just cannot tell you how privileged and lucky I feel to be marrying this woman. And I know I mentioned my dad earlier, and he would have loved you, and yeah, just, this day has just been so amazing, and just thank you all so much. I'm sorry if I put you in the speech, but she's an amazing woman, and I cannot tell you how much I love her, and she's everything to me. I love you so much. So now, after Butcher in that speech, I will hand over to my best man. Good luck, you. Okay? Thank you so much. Wait. Can we all, where I pushed it, can we get a massive toast and round of applause to my beautiful wife? Goodbye. I killed that. Yeah. sorry, I really have butchered it. It's someone I forgot, and she means so much to Charlotte, which is our maid of honour. Well, she means so much to me, but our maid of honour, Sophie, Charlotte's sister. And Sophie, I just want to say how with the whole hen do and everything you put into it, and the little video we tried to do together, all the hard work you put in, it was amazing. And to everyone that went on the hen do, thank you so much for making that time. All that day, everything special for her. So thank you so much, and to have such an amazing sister-in-law. Thank you so much. I love you, and throughout everything Char's been through, and I know you've been there for her, just thank you. You're both amazing, and thank you so much.
Well done, that man. It's good. And now, the speech you've all been waiting for. This is your best man, Mike. Be outstanding. Round of applause.
Right, well, hello everyone. Thank you all for joining us here today to congratulate and welcome the newlywed couple. They both look great, don't they? I think we can all agree it's been a great service and a great day to match it. And I first want to start off by quickly reiterating Troy's thanks to everyone who was able to make the day happen and able to join us here today. It's truly been much appreciated from all of us. Now, for those of you who don't know me, I'm Mike. Me and Troy have been friends now for over 15 plus years, I think. Yeah. And it's truly an honour to be here today, standing here as best man, giving this speech. So I can't thank him enough for picking me. Now, when I first met Troy through a mutual friend of ours, I wasn't quite sure what to think of him, and he was pretty much the same with me. But over time, I realised I was right. He was a bit crazy in what I thought originally. The first instance of realising he was a little bit crazy, he decided to build a campfire round in my house. But not just anywhere in my house, in my bedroom. Don't know what he thought it was a good idea or not, but he was just I had this candle in my room and he was just gradually adding sweet wrappers to it. And it just kept building and building until the plate that this fire was on just cracked in half. And Troy just didn't know what to do with it. So in a panic, he reached for the closest thing he had to him, which was a glass of orange juice. He didn't know that orange juice is really flammable if you chuck it on fire. So this thing just went up in a massive blaze, and the whole wall and everything next to it was charred black. The ceiling was charred black. I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. Luckily for Troy, he had built up a lot of good credit with my family over the years. So he was able to come back in the house. He was actually let back in. Like I say, I thought this guy was a bit crazy when I first met him, but he was a good kind of crazy. Someone where they would come out with something so unexpected that you couldn't help but just burst out in hysterics, laughing with each other. And there's been plenty of times over the years where that has been, that ends up the result, just both of us in tears crying, innit? Most recent one of these coming back from Troy's stag do, actually. So, coming back on the train with everyone a bit worse for wear, from a heavy night of drinking, everyone all waking from sore football, weren't they? Brilliant weekend. I was sitting next to Troy with both of us sipping on these two water bottles that were getting us through the day, weren't they? Recovery water bottles. And I'm just thinking, I'm glad everyone enjoyed themselves, and I'm glad that everyone is here on this train, safe and sound on the way home. As we get to one of the stations, Troy notices that there's a screen in front of us, a little iPad. And it says... 2 seconds. Lost where so he says to me, oh, is that the expected time of arrival on the little screen there? And he got it right the first time. It was the expected arrival time. But then he goes, oh no, wait, that's the expiry time. So me, looking all confused, well, what are you on about? What do you think, the train's just going to get there at 2:15 and just fall apart? Suddenly it clicks in his head what he's just come out with, and that's it, we're having another one of our laughing fits. We suddenly pause for a couple of seconds to catch our breath, and Troy decides to take a sip of water from his bottle. I then start to laugh again, which sets him off, then starts choking on his water bottle, leaped out of his chair like a fish out of water, makes a horrendous noise. Everyone's looking at him thinking, what the hell is he doing? Turns out he was choking to death. So he managed to survive the whole of his stag do, yet on the way back home he nearly dies through a bottle of water. Couldn't believe it, I honestly couldn't believe it. Charlotte really needs to keep an eye on you, mate, honestly. And on Charlotte, we may have only spoke a handful of times with each other over the time you and Troy have been together, but I only needed to speak to you a couple of times to realise that you're a lovely girl, and I don't think Troy could have found anyone better for him. The fact Charlotte didn't chuck me out of her flat the second time I'm meeting her made me realise how nice she was. Honestly, it's the worst first impression I've ever made, honestly. Oh yeah, it was second. Invited to her flat to go out to New Year's Eve, go to the toilet, and as I'm washing my hands, I knock this nice little clay soap dispenser right straight off the side, smashes soap everywhere in the bathroom. I'm like, what have I done? So I come out apologising, saying I'm so sorry, Charlotte, and she's just like, it's fine, no worries, no, it's all good. So I thought, wow, I'm like glad she's not annoyed at me and everything. So next thing, go back, I clean it all up, go back to the kitchen, standing there with beer in my hands, and then the next thing, the beer wasn't in my hand, and it was all over Charlotte's kitchen floor. It's just like, it's the worst second impression I've ever made. Honestly, it was. Again, Charlotte just says, it's fine, Mike, no worries, honestly, it's fine, I cleaned it all up. And that's partly how I know these two will be a great couple, because I can see that whatever problems or hardships they may come across in the future, I know that Troy may likely be the cause of a few of them. But no matter what happens, Charlotte will most likely have a smile on her face and say, it's fine, Troy, no worries. And that's what great relationships should be. It should be unconditional and unwavering, and I can see that in these two, smiling through the good times and the bad times with each other, and making the best of whatever situation they may find themselves in over the coming years. So I'd like everyone to join me in the toast, please. We'll raise your glasses. Not only to celebrate their marriage, but to celebrate these two for just being two of the best people going, who are now becoming one of the best couples going. It's Troy and Charlotte. And everyone, please enjoy yourselves for the rest of the night. I know I will.